Hi, everybody. Who is here? I just want to, if you are already here and if you can hear me properly, could you just let me know? I see one person or two people are watching. We are live. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for a minute or two before I start this fantastic live video that I'm doing. I think I'm doing it the right way. Who is watching? Okay, okay. One minute is over. Anybody is here? Anybody is, or is it going to be just me talking to myself? And I think I will be okay with that. And it will be a short live. I see only one. Oh my God, there are five people who are right now here. Can you guys hear me properly? Can I get a thumbs up or something? I tested all right, so I see that people are here. Hi guys, hi everybody, and let's start. It's already like 1 minute past. Six people are watching me. All right, so this is Monica saying hi, hi Monica. I think you are in India, Monica, and if you're coming back soon, please bring some Indian snacks. All right, everybody. So, welcome to this live video. This is my third time doing the live. So, I think I'm doing a good job already. I want to say a big thank you to everyone because we are now more than 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm super, super happy. We hit 3,000 like on Sunday, and it was such a nice experience because last year I remember during this time I was about to hit 1,000 subscribers, and that happened during the Easter break. And I'm super happy that within a year, like in a year now, we have also like now more than 3,000 subscribers. And I thought, why not come again, live and say thank you to all my subscribers. So if you're watching right now, if you will watch it later, thank you so much. Okay, I see a lot of people are here. My mom is here. Hello, mama. My mama is my favorite, supporter and my favorite subscriber because she always shares my video. Tara is here. So hi Tara. Hi Vijay. And Monica is saying sure. So I'm gonna get some Indian snacks, which you really miss when you don't live in your own country. You miss the snacks. All right. So what I'm gonna do? I think I don't have I have planned a few Q&A. So I chose some of the questions that were asked in my on my channel about life here in Denmark, and then I planned a little quiz which I will play, and you will get to see how fun it can be. But if you have any questions, I'll be live like maybe for 10-15 minutes. If you have any question about life in Denmark, if you want to know more about myself, you can always message here, like give your question in the chat, and I will answer those questions. Yeah. Okay, now I have five people. That means a lot. All right, so the first question I'm going to take about life here in Denmark. So those who just joined, you can put your questions about Denmark, about if you want to know more about me, you can always ask questions and I'm going to answer those questions. But let's go through some of the questions that are on my channel and I have not answered them yet. And this is a 3,000 uh, special live. So those who are joining right now, a big hello and big thank you. Okay, so somebody asked me about the Denmark visa process. And there was no specific question, but the person wants to know about Denmark visa process. And I think the person wants to move to Denmark. And I've always mentioned about this. If you want to know about the visa process. Even if you're just planning to come as a tourist, the website is which is like in Danish, it will translate as from Danish to English, it will translate new to Denmark, which is newidenmark.dk. So you should go to that website, and that website has all the details when it comes to understanding what visa type would be for you, and what are the requirements, what are the documents. Everything will be mentioned in that website. So I'm going to put the link also about the website on the description. So if you want to know anything about Denmark visa process, go to newedenmark.dk. Okay, I'm not getting any question from my from the people who are watching, so I'm going to continue talking about Denmark. I've got two laptop here. All right, somebody asked, and this is a very good question. It's about how are the medical facilities here in Denmark, and I think I have not yet made a video about where I'm talking about like my experience with medical facilities here in Denmark. I've spoken in brief about how it is. So just to let you know about the medical facilities in Denmark, as per my understanding and my experience. So Denmark definitely has a very well developed, healthcare system, and also you are not paying anything at the time of service. So it's part of your tax. If you're paying the taxes, and when you're visiting the doctor, or be it even going for like some special treatment, anything happens, if you're in the hospital with the doctor visit, there is nothing that you're paying at the time of service, because it is being taken care. And with my experience, I also like like the hospitals and visiting doctor, everything feels very, like it's very well maintained, very well maintained system here in Denmark. And once you are here in Denmark, like you got your resident permit, you also get your yellow card, which is nothing but your health card. And that gives you like, you get a doctor assigned to you. And then you can always, get in touch with your doctor. You can call your doctor and book an appointment if you have any problems. Now, so that, like, it sounds very smooth, but one problem that comes, which I have experienced also, is uh, how I know, like, what is the time period? Like, if you start to feel like something, say for example, a problem happens to you, and you'd want to see the doctor there itself, like on the day itself, sometimes it can get difficult because there is a lot of waiting period. And it comes usually when you want to see a specialist. It can become little like, like coming from India, you can see the doctor on the day itself. But here, unless until obviously it's an emergency, you are in accident, you can get the treatment right away. But when you want to see a specialist, you want to uh, just go for a regular checkup, or also it can, there will be a delay, specialists, they can take easily like a month of break, like time period for you to get an appointment. So that is one thing that I sometimes feel is too much of a wait in Denmark. Okay, I get somebody is saying, okay, hi there, Anandita Prajapati. Hi, Dee. Thank you. Hi, Anandita. Somebody saying, okay, I've been following you since 1 year. Every time it's a new experience. Thank you for sharing knowledge about dance smooth video. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that's my experience with the medical facilities. Is very nice, but you have sometimes it's a long wait when it comes to seeing the specialist if it's not an emergency. If you know what I mean, it's like, so once you're here, and if you need, like you need to visit your doctor on a regular basis. Say for example, just to give an example, like if you have, like I know, like in the case of thyroid, you need to really get your doctor to see you, like have a blood test every 3 months or every 6 months. So make sure that you tell your doctor all these things, and you have these things clear, so that you call your doctor, you have an appointment, and you get all these taken care. Seven people are still here. Okay, Anandita is asking about the education system, and that's a very nice question, Anandita. Thank you so much for that one. Education system, I have covered a little bit about it on my channel already. So I have spoken about like if you're planning to do masters here in Denmark, and if you want to go for PhD here in Denmark, I will be covering very soon about the school system, how it is here in Denmark. Few things that I already know is like Danish education system is very much based on doing more, like having a lot of group studies. Kids, they have a lot of like they will be out most of the time, like school as a together, and they're doing a lot of activities outside. um, in Denmark, it's also not like people are being forced to do a particular thing, like you go for engineering or go for medical. People choose what they want to do. Also in Denmark, it's like again it's part of your taxes that the education system you, is free of cost, so you can get to do whatever you want to do. Yeah, and I will cover about the school system very soon on my channel. All right, the next question I have is yeah, somebody asked me about the accommodation in Denmark, and for the accommodation, I would like to share that. Again, I have shared about this that you have like few of the websites, and at few places you can also get your membership, so that it is like you get proper services if you're finding an accommodation here in Denmark. Just make sure that if you are you know new to Denmark, there are a lot of times, there are a lot of scams that happen when it comes to finding places. So make sure that you are never paying someone like cash if you're already in Denmark and looking for accommodation. Do not pay anything without without doing a proper research, without like you're signing the contract, the person who who's giving you the place. So make sure that you are well aware about all those things when it comes to finding an accommodation, because I've heard about a lot of scams. So you have to be really careful with that. And again, I'm thinking about making a separate video focusing on accommodation. I have a question from Salia. He's asking, if I come for a master's, is it possible to manage with part-time jobs for expenses? Yes. So Denmark is one of it is one of the countries where you have it's a high, like you need good amount of money to survive. So if you're coming for masters, I know I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel with students who did masters. So I would definitely recommend you to watch those videos. People do go for like part-time jobs when you are studying, but there are again some rules that you should not exceed more than 15 or 20 hours a month. No, not a month. Yeah, or a week. Yeah. So you have to know the rules. If you, it is very good that if you have if you have a job, but you have to be able to manage your studies and your work. So know that rule. That rule is also mentioned in New Denmark. I think it's per week. Yeah, it cannot be of a year. Yeah, of a month. Yeah, so it's something you can work. You can get a part-time job. It gets difficult at times to find a job, but I know people who are here and who go for a part-time job. And if you don't have like already like a very good support with the expense, with the money, you would need to work here, because the standard of living is very high, so you at least need certain amount to survive when you are also like studying. But it will be possible for you to find a part-time job, given like if you're in Copenhagen, like there are a lot of jobs. If you're also ready to go for odd jobs, like maybe cleaning job, you're ready to go for, like working in a restaurant or something part time, it will be like, it can become easier to, get some extra money. Okay, so it's already 15 minutes. I'm gonna take maybe the last question, which has been asked on my channel multiple times, and I want to answer. The person wants to know: should I come in Denmark or come to Denmark at the age of 40 for MBA? And as per my understanding and my experience, I would say, like in Denmark, it's a country where, like a lifelong learning. So I think age won't be a problem if you want to do MBA here in Denmark at the age of 40, at the age of 50. But maybe again, as I mentioned, know about, in detail about life in Denmark, about, what are the challenges that you will be facing, are you ready to integrate into a new society in a new country, uh, would you want to learn the language, how is your, when it comes to like how much you can afford to be in Denmark. So know all those things. But I personally think here, because I know few people who are going for education at any age, so it should not be a problem if you want to come to Denmark for, for MBA at the age of 40. Yeah, so somebody's asking for my Instagram ID. So it's already on my YouTube channel. You can also post your questions on my Instagram, and I always check at times. I also don't know the answer to the question that has been asked, so I always make sure that I do my research, and that's what I would say, that always do your research properly. Even though I'm sharing my experience and I'm answering the questions, I always mention that you have to do your research. And I always put all the resources, all the, the websites links, everything is, everything has been put on my, on my YouTube video. So make sure you always do your research and then take the final decision, instead of like just, blindly trusting anyone. Mm. All right, so it's 70. Anybody has any questions about Denmark? I do, you can always post your questions on Instagram. Yeah. I was thinking about, like, maybe before I end the live, I have a very short quiz about life here in Denmark. I wanted to know, like, it's been almost, I'm gonna complete 6 years in Denmark this month. I thought how much I know about Denmark, and I thought let's do a quiz. So I'm gonna do that quiz to test my knowledge about how much I know about Denmark. And I've got my extra laptop here just to, and I'm recording the screen and I'm gonna take the quiz. It's denmark.dk is also a very nice website that gives you a lot of information about Denmark. And I'm going to take the quiz about Danish culture and tradition, how much I know about Denmark. The 10 questions. So you can also answer if you want. Okay, which Danish tradition happens at the strike of midnight on New Year's Eve? And the three options are: people tip a glass of champagne over their loved one's head, or standing on a chair, people jump into the new year, or people hand out bucket loads of candy to all children which are still awake at midnight. So midnight, like at the New Year Eve, is a big thing. There are so much fireworks. I was actually scared. I was out and I was scared to see all the fireworks. And I didn't go to the main point where it was at at its top, the fireworks were happening. So, but I know the answer to this question: what do people do at, what is the Danish tradition on the New Year Eve? It's standing on a chair and people jump into the new year. So let's click that. I hope I could show you the, I don't know, like if I can share the screen or something. Yeah, but this, oh, that's a nice right answer. Next question. What is the traditional Danish dessert on Christmas Eve? And as I mentioned, New Year Eve is a big thing, and Christmas is the festival here in Denmark. So the right answer out of the three, one is like they have rice pudding, saffron soup, cardamom cake. The answer is rice pudding, which in India, like it's like kheer, but it's like, yeah, rice pudding. This is called risalaman. I'm doing a lot of these. Okay, next question. What happens to a Dane who is unmarried when they turn 25? So, even in Denmark, people take it very seriously that you are still not married, like at the age by the age of 25 or by the age of 30. So, what happens when people are not married here in Denmark? Like it's a Danish tradition. Their friends cover the person with cinnamon. Yes, you got me right. It's cinnamon, and people will people will tie you, and people will start putting cinnamon if you're not married by the age of 25. And I think it becomes black pepper if you're 30 and you're still not married in Denmark. So this is correct. I know a lot of things about Denmark now. What is the meaning of the Danish concept hygge? And if you don't know hygge, hygge is this fun concept of coziness, enjoying. I think I would say this is hygge for me because I'm enjoying being with you all, and six people are here with me live. So I'm feeling very happy, and I'm getting very comfortable doing live video. So the answer for this one would be yeah, it's about taking time away from the daily rush to enjoy life's quieter moments. So that is Hughe. Yes. Next question I'm gonna be like maybe yes. Fifth question. What happens at Danish wedding when either the bride or the groom leaves the reception room? It is also very fantastic. And I have been to one of the Danish weddings. Like one wedding I've been to the Danish wedding. So what happens like during the reception if the bride or the groom leaves the room, all the guests will line up and they will kiss the other one, the bride or the groom. So if the bride has left, everybody will line up and they will kiss the groom, or the other way around. That is also right. Next question. I'm gonna put the link, like I'm taking the screenshot and I'm gonna put it. Okay, first lawn is a Danish tradition where you dress up in costumes and smash a barrel open. In the old days, what did the barrel contain? And if you have seen my maybe the last to last videos, I spoke about first lawn, which is similar to the okay, I'm forgetting the name of the American going out and the kids have you got me. Kids have dressed up Halloween, yeah. So this similar thing happens here in Denmark with it's a Danish tradition as well, and the kid will actually hit like a bucket, which is like a barrel. And in the old days, the barrel used to have a cat. They used to kill a black cat. I did not do all these things before. Okay, how many volunteer organizations exist in Denmark? That's a tough one. Oh my God. It's 10,200, 57,001 lakh. There are a lot of volunteer organizations. So I think I'm going to go ahead with, but I'm going to go ahead with 10,000. Oh my, it's a lot of volunteer organization. It's actually 1 lakh, 1,000. That's 10 lakh. I'm counting it wrong. Yeah. So a lot of volunteer organizations in Denmark. The Danish work culture is generally characterized by being very flat. So here, once you are here in Denmark, you don't say your boss like sir or madam. It's very flat in that sense, and also like it feels you are like hanging out with your boss, and you can convey what you want to say. You'll be always asked to express your opinions. It's a very flat hierarchy here in Denmark. How many languages does Her Majesty Queen Margaret to speak? That's a good question. I think I'm gonna go with the five. Yes, so she speaks Danish, French, Swedish, English, and German. And my friend, the last question is okay. Who brought Christianity to Denmark? I can't answer this one. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it was Harold Bluetooth around year 1900, 965. And that's it. The answer says not bad. I answered 8 out of 10 right. So it's almost half an hour, and we've been speaking for such a long time. Okay, I'm gonna answer the last question and then I'm gonna say tara and bye bye. Which country you like the most? Anandita is asking India or Denmark. Oh, that's a tough one. I think I would go ahead with both India or Denmark. India is my home country and Denmark is becoming like my, a place which I really enjoy. And I miss India. I miss my family. I miss Indian food a lot, a lot. So I think it's a very difficult question to answer if I have to choose one, but my heart is always in India, and the best thing about living here in Denmark is also one of the reason is that I can reach India within a day. So it's not like living in the US where it's too far. So I feel very connected to my home country, India, when I'm here in Denmark. And now also like the Air India has started back the Delhi to Copenhagen direct flight. So if I have to go to India, if I'm missing India, if I'm missing pani puri or samosa or my mom and papa, I will just take the flight and I can go to India. So I think I love India and I am enjoying my life here in Denmark. That's it, guys. That was the live video. I think half an hour is good enough, but I think I'm getting better at it. Once again, before I go, I would say also Maggie. Yes, I love Maggie. Maggie, but I can get it here. But pani puri and samosa, oh, that Indian street food, I just miss it. So everybody, thank you once again for 3,000 subscribers. I didn't have like balloons or cake, which I already celebrated. And my plan with this, like with the content for the future, will always be making a lot of videos about life here in Denmark, sharing a lot of things. Next week, I'm in Amsterdam. So Amsterdam blog would be coming. I'm going for my comedy show. So if you have any friends living in in Netherlands, tell them that I will be in Amsterdam and other two places to do my comedy show. Thank you so much for all the love and support. 3,000, and maybe next time I want to do like I don't know, like 4,000, 10,000, 20,000, and the number should keep growing. I'm really enjoying my YouTube journey, and with your love and support, this feels like the right path that I am on. So keep giving the love and support. Share the channel with your friends, your family members, and tell them to subscribe. And with that, it's go time. Thank you so much once again. And I will see you next Friday. So the videos will keep coming every Friday. And yeah, I'm happy. Bye bye. Bye, Mama. Thank you so much for all the love and support, everybody. Tata.